Hi, this is Pastor Guy Gifford in Sacramento, California. Today we're going to talk about Yom Teruah, the Feast of Trumpets, the Day of Blaring Noise. That's what Yom Teruah means. It means Day of Blaring, as in noise, as in the blaring of a trumpet. It takes place on the first day of the seventh God-ordained month. The first day of the month makes it a new moon or a dark moon. The first day of the week makes it a Sunday. It was misrenamed Rosh HaShannah, the head of the year, as the Israelites, while they were exiled in Babylonia, they adopted a new name for God's holy day. We can read about Yom Teruah in Leviticus 23 to 25, and Numbers 29, 1 through 6. The Day of Blaring Trumpets is what they do all day, blare trumpets. They're not to do any laborious work, so that means they can do work, just not laborious work. And they have a barbecue. They have barbecue with beef, lamb, goat, bread, wine, and they have a holy gathering. That's all we've got on this holy day. It doesn't say what it's about. It doesn't say any of that, but we find out what it's about later. What type of horn? Well, of course, the ancient Israelites grew sheep and goats, so they would have used sheep and goat horns. These days, you often see the kudu horn, which comes from South Africa, from the South African kudu. But really, God doesn't care what kind of horn you blow, whether it be a sheep horn, goat horn, kudu horn, Texas longhorn, a metal horn, or a plastic horn, because it's all about blaring noise or horn blaring. It's pre-symbolic, foretelling the Messiah Jesus' works in redemption of mankind. That is reconciliation with God. It fits in the 7 God-ordained feasts, where we have Passover, where Jesus' sacrifice happened. We have unleavened bread right after that. We have the innocence, where it symbolizes the innocence and the resurrection. We have first fruits right over here, which is the grain wave offering, the first fruits grain wave offering, where Jesus ascended into heaven 40 days after his rebirth. Then we have first fruits bread wave down here. Okay, this we also know as Pentecost, where Jesus sent the Holy Spirit. Then we have finally the 5th one, which is the Feast of Trumpets, where Jesus judges the nations. You can see here the new moon, that is the dark moon. And you can see I put a horn up here above it to symbolize that. Then it's followed by Yom Kippur, where the individuals are judged at the white throne. And then finally the booths, Feast of Booths, that is the restoration of Eden's glory and God with mankind. We find it. Okay, so what does it symbolize? It symbolizes the Messiah's return in power and might, where Jesus judges the nations with fire and catastrophe. We read about the 2 million troops. This is the Armageddon scenario. However, this is not the end of the world, in the sense of the very end of the world. This is simply Jesus' second return in power and might. We can read about it we read about the trumpets, the 7 trumpets in Revelations, chapters 4 through 11, with the catastrophes that come down. We also read about it in Ezekiel 1:27, Habakkuk 3:4, Matthew 24:29, Matthew 28:3, Luke 21:25, Acts 2, Joel 3, Isaiah 2, verse 12 to 22, Isaiah 24 through 18, as well as chapter 34, 4, chapter 51, 6, chapter 64, 1, and others. Go ahead and add my channel, like my videos, and stay tuned for more feast videos and other things in which God is doing. It's really exciting what God is doing and showing to us now. Thank you. Have a great day.